Hello, I'm Mrs. Burr from the Kimball Library, and it's time for us to make another craft today. I thought we'd do a crocodile, or you might even know it as an alligator. There is a difference, but the crocodile has a pointed mouth, and the alligator is more rounded, not quite to the point. And we have several here, as you can see. This is the biggest one, I think. We'll start to make that today. This one has plenty of teeth, as you can see. You know, a crocodile or an alligator, they have so many teeth during the year, maybe close to 1,000. When your teeth wear out, then they just grow right back, so they have new ones. Let's begin. We'll use our paper. I have green because it's an alligator, and we'll fold it from top to bottom in half. Make sure the edges are even, just like that. Then we'll take another paper and do the same thing. Now this will make our alligator's body a little bit stronger because it has 2 layers, so it's a little heavier. And what we'll do now is to put them together. We could use tape or glue. I'm going to use glue today. And so we just do the edge of one, right up and down along the edge, and place the other one right on top, and then glue it down. And then we can open it up and glue this other flap. And we'll do that on this side too. Lift up the flap and then just glue it down. That's quick, so it stays together good. So that's going to be our body. Then we'll make our face and tail. The head will be pointed, as I said. We'll start with the same paper, fold it in half again, top to bottom, like that, just like the others. But then we'll turn it on its side, and we'll just make, in fact, you could even draw it, a triangle from bottom, right from the bottom edge up to the top of the middle of the paper. Bottom edge up to the top of the paper. And then we'll cut it. It will look like a triangle. 2 triangles, in fact, because we have 2 pieces of paper. And what we'll do is just attach them like we did before. One on this end of the alligator. You could put it inside the paper because it's opened. We'll just put the paste along the edge and then slip it inside evenly so it sits right in there, just like a head should. Then we'll do the same thing with the tail. Put the glue on the bottom, slip it inside. There it is. We might have to turn it over and do the other side too. Just seal the flap so that it will be secure. There we are. There's an alligator body with a head and a tail. Now I just take my scissors a little bit, and you'll notice that the ends are sticking out a little bit here. Just smooth it up with your scissors. It only takes a second so that it's smooth. And I'll do this side too. So now his tail really looks attached. There. Now we have feet to make. So we'll take another paper, fold it in half. Either way, doesn't make any difference. And then we'll just cut a piece right from top to bottom like that. These will be our legs. And on the bottom, I'm going to make a zigzag cut. Looks like teeth. You can see that, sharp. Those will be his claws. And then I'll cut off a little bit. So we have two. We'll put one up near his head. Just put the glue on the bottom and then lay it underneath his body. You'll see his front legs sticking right out. Do the same thing with this one. There they are. Now we'll have to make another set. Take our paper again, cut those papers just like that, and make our zigzag teeth. Looks like teeth. Sharp. And then cut it a little bit. So we have two. Put the glue on the straight end, just like that, right here, and then down by the tail. Then we do the last leg. Same thing on the other side. So now we have an alligator. It's starting to look like one too. So what we need to make his back rough and tough looking, like armor, because it's so strong, you could never hit it with anything and break it. So strong, like an armored truck. So we can do that by taking brown paper. I use brown. And I just made a few curly strips. You can see the shapes. I just took my paper and my scissor and just went around and up, make it curly, however curly, or you could do it straight too. I just like curlies, so I made the curls to make. I did a few like that. Got a couple of pieces of paper together, and then I just cut it. So then we can take those and just put the glue along that and lay it on his back to remind us of how bumpy he is. Texture, not a smooth back at all. There. I've got 4 on. You could put as many as you wanted. You could even draw them. You don't even have to do these if you don't want to. But I just did to show you. So those are his bumpy back. Then we need to make his eyes. So I take a piece of paper and I just made 2 round circles. I made mine longer than I did round, really, because it seems like alligators have great big droopy eyes. Then I glued it on. His head. Both eyes, one on each side. And then I took my black ink pen and made them scary. Big round eyes. I don't know, I wouldn't want to meet him along the water's edge. There are his eyes. I'm going to put a little smile on his face, even though I'm sure they never have one. But this is just a craft, so I can do that. He's got a little smile. Now let's put on his sharp teeth. I took a piece of paper and folded it in half. And then I cut the edges out. Zigzag, zigzag, all down the edge of the paper. And then I just took each one and I glued along the straight side of the paper, and then I'm going to put it right along his mouth. just so we know he's got sharp teeth. And then I'll do the same with the other one. Glue right along the straight side of the paper, and then put it right along his mouth. Ooh, he looks tougher by the minute. And there he is. He is done. You could decorate him however you wish, but you know every room needs an alligator or a crocodile. This one, of course, is the crocodile because of his pointed mouth and sharp teeth. I have some books here that I thought you might like to look at. Smile, says the little crocodile. Here's Cornelius, look, standing up and walking. Ooh, this looks good. The watermelon seed. I wonder what that would taste like. That wouldn't fill him up, would it? Bill and Pete to the rescue. I wonder which one is Bill and which one is Pete. And then, in this book, of course, reptiles. It talks about alligators and crocodiles. Fun to read with other animals in there, too. Oh, how amazing and fantastic they are. Beautiful pictures. Why don't you come to the library and take one out? Thank you for coming. See you next time. Bye-bye.